as a football coach, you don't often get thought that you would appreciate art, that you would want to come to an art museum. I believe Picasso said, art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. That's pretty real for me because I literally had dirt on my hands a couple hours ago out on the practice field. But I think it's what a wonderful statement that this entire museum, but this entire day is to our city, to our community. I think the first month that I was here, I was invited by some students to come listen to a visiting lecturer speak. And the way in which our institutions, not just sports, but our institutions of art, of community, of music, how they bring people together. So I'm grateful, very grateful that I was asked to be here today and asked to be a part of this. I do have to say one thing, if I may. Walking around, I saw Dr. Chatters, and he picked a Keith Haring piece. And I'm an old New York City kid, an old graffiti kid. I used to go up on the Upper East Side, and you'd see Keith Haring painted on the walls. And when I first got here, I do like to go out every once in a while and be a regular person. I went down to the Occidental, and I walked in, and I saw up on the wall, I saw Keith Haring art on the wall in Occidental. And I said, you know what? Lincoln is going to be a great home for me. So, but, they didn't tell me I had to do the football kick, but I pretty much assumed it should be me that did the football kick. And obviously for me, this is something that brings tremendous memories, both good and bad, to life. I've had some of the best days in the world when a kick went through these uprights that are made out of metal that are 16 feet, 8 inches apart. I've also had some tough days when the other team kicked the ball through the upright at the end of the game, but we'll talk about that some other time. But when I look at the piece, this is Harold Edgerton, Fremont, Nebraska, created in 1938. Obviously, it's something that iconic that we know. It's someone making a football kick, but I love just the detail, the baggy pants, the socks pulled up, the high-toed shoes. It's an era gone. We no longer kick toes straight on. But I love the detail. I love the fact that the ball is depressed in such an amazing way. Like, that would never actually really happen. But I think in the kicker's mind as they go up there to make a kick and what feels like life and death, though the museum will be open afterwards, we can come have a drink whether we win or lose, so it's fine. But so much riding behind it. You see the clenched fist of the kicker, all their work, all their preparation, all their toil comes down to one moment like, did I hit the ball on the laces or did I hit it to the left or to the right? So much detail, so much emotion. And finally, for me, on a personal note, the fact that everything else is gone. There is no tee. The ball standing upright by itself, that's impossible. There is no tee. There is no holder. But in that moment, to me, it's a memory. When we dream, we don't always dream in detail. We just remember key moments. And that clenched fist is really sometimes how I feel as our guys, the guys that I love and believe in. As I watch them go out to show their craft off and take their moment and seize the opportunity, whether it was 70, 80 years ago, as this uniform suggests, or it's in 2 weeks on a Thursday in Arrowhead Stadium. Memories, opportunities, great moments that we'll remember, but this one's remembered in isolation. So this is one to me that obviously speaks to me and the things that I believe in, but I love the art, I love the imagery, but I love the fact that it's isolated and it's a memory. And so you now know what I think of when I lay my head to bed and close my eyes at night. So thank you very much for having me.